You know those moments on Antiques Roadshow where someone brings in an item they've had tucked away for years, maybe even generations, and then the expert's eyes just light up? Well, get ready, because this story isn't just one of those moments, it's two of them, wrapped in a whole lot of family history, a dash of humor, and a surprising confession that'll make you smile. Imagine the scene. A guest on Antiques Roadshow casually presenting two brooches to BBC jewelry specialist Joanna Hardy. One a vibrant opal, the other a sparkling diamond. But these weren't just any old pieces of jewelry. They were steeped in stories, passed down through the generations, and held a secret value far beyond what their owner ever imagined. When Joanna first laid eyes on the opal brooch, her reaction was instant and pure joy. "When I opened the box and saw this opal, oh my gosh, it is superb," she gushed, her voice brimming with genuine excitement. And who could blame her? Opals, with their mesmerizing play of color, are truly something special. The guest shared the opal's origin story. "The opal actually came from my husband's family because his father went to Australia, and I think he brought it back because he loved opals. A sweet, simple beginning for such a magnificent stone." But then came the kicker, delivered with a chuckle. "So, I just have to say at the beginning as well that I have given all of these already to my daughters." Joanna, ever the professional with a twinkle in her eye, laughed. "That's the caveat now." Joanna then delved into the fascinating world of opals, explaining that these geological wonders are over 100 million years old. This particular gem was a black opal, common in Lightning Ridge, Australia. Now, don't let the black part fool you into thinking it's dull. As Joanna clarified, it simply means it has a dark background, which makes the vibrant colors pop even more. "They are incredibly rare," she emphasized. "This is just a fabulous example. I mean, it is the complete color of a rainbow, and they've always been a sign of good luck. I know people think that opals are bad luck, but they're not." She continued, painting a picture of its setting. "Now, this is actually set in about late Victorian period. It's museum quality, and you've got these wonderful graduating cushion-shaped diamonds around, and it's set in silver and gold. Museum quality. Imagine having something like that just tucked away." Next up was the diamond brooch, and this is where the story takes a wonderfully unexpected turn. Joanna, expecting another tale of admiration, asked about its backstory. The guest's blunt reply, "I think it's hideous." Joanna burst into laughter, completely caught off guard. "Now, that's not what I was expecting you to say," she explained. The guest, undeterred, went on to explain its rather unflattering family nickname. "Well, it's completely unwearable, and it's known in the family as the soup plate." She had no idea how it got that name, but shared that it entered the family through an uncle who used to go on grand tours in the summers. The brooch then made its way to her mom and then to her elder brother, but its journey didn't stop there. In a moment that's pure family legend, the brother, facing a very practical need, approached his mother. But after a few years, he sort of went tapping on her door and said, "Actually, Mom, what I really need is a septic tank." And she said, "Well, if I can give you money for the septic tank, I'll have my brooch back." Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. A diamond brooch traded for a septic tank. Talk about practical negotiation. Joanna then revealed the brooch's true identity, a Victorian silver and gold brooch featuring an 8-carat diamond that could also be worn as a pendant. She pointed out that the center stone was quite large. The guest, still skeptical of its beauty, conceded, "Yeah, it is quite big, but it's not a very pretty one, though. It's a sort of slightly dull yellow." Joanna acknowledged the color, explaining that the more yellow it is, the cheaper the price. However, she quickly added a crucial point about changing tastes in the jewelry world. But things have really changed in the last decade. There's been more appreciation of stones that are not your D flawless. They all look the same. They've all got the same proportions. This diamond, she noted, had a unique charm. "This, I can feel the hand of the cutter because it's not totally done by machine, it's done by hand. It's that human touch, that unique character that gives older pieces so much soul." Now came the part everyone waits for, the appraisal. Joanna, with a knowing smile, started with the hideous diamond brooch. "That is going to be in the region of around about £35,000, she announced. The guest's face was a picture, a mix of disbelief and utter surprise. Her only response? "Right. A perfectly understated reaction to such a whopping figure. But Joanna wasn't done. She then turned to the magnificent opal. So, with the opal at auction, you'd be looking at 40,000 pounds comfortably. Again, the guest was speechless. Her mind was clearly reeling from the combined value of these two seemingly humble pieces. But then, a flash of humor, a truly relatable moment that had Joanna bursting into laughter. The guest, still processing the numbers, unexpectedly joked, "Well, my daughter will be very pleased. It'll be her running away fund, too." Joanna, intrigued, couldn't help but ask if the brooch had ever served as the guest's own running away fund. With a hearty, enthusiastic yes, the guest confirmed it. It was a delightful human moment that truly brought the story to life. These weren't just valuable objects. They were symbols of independence, of a quiet rebellion, of dreams held close. The appraisal ended on a wonderfully positive note. "Thank you very much for bringing them in," she said, her voice warm with appreciation. "It really has made my day." And you could tell it truly had. This story isn't just about the monetary value of two stunning pieces of jewelry. It's about the hidden treasures within our families, the stories that get passed down, the quirky nicknames, and the surprising ways everyday objects can hold so much more than just sentimental value. It's about the moment when a hideous soup plate transforms into a 35,000-pound heirloom and a beautiful opal becomes a daughter's future running away fund. It's a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary things are right under our noses, waiting to have their true stories and values unveiled. And sometimes those values aren't just in pounds and pence, but in the laughter, the memories, and the dreams they inspire. Have you ever discovered a hidden gem in one of your family heirlooms? We'd love to hear your stories.